What do you know? I'm actually on time for this live event today. Hi, guys. How is everybody doing? It's almost 3 o'clock my time. I said I was going to go live at 3 my time, 6 o'clock East Coast time. And I hope that you guys can come and sit for a while with me and let's chit chat, lift each other up, and enjoy. All right. Hello to my replay viewers. Thank you for popping on my page. What is my page about? That's what we'll be discussing today. All right. So let's see who's in the room. Two people. Say hi, two people. What I have here to nibble on right now is an apple. I didn't have any of my fruits yet today. So I have an apple right here. One of these, I think it's Gala. I have to be careful how I eat apples because it causes a lot of gas. Well, you know, everybody's thing came up at the same time. Hi, Cess. Hi, Iyali. Hi, Stacy Gomez. Benita. Benita, I haven't seen you in a little bit. 27 Ab. You look like you're actually by the what? I know how my green screen is on point today. Richie Rich, thanks for coming in, baby. Hi, Pedro. Vote for Pedro. I know that's kind of old, right? Hi, Suzanne. Suzanne, you made another entrance today. Okay, I can't see who my wrench holders are because I can't see it here in Streamyard. But if people are going to come in and be stupid, get rid of them, okay? Just watch. Okay, so first of all, happy Sunday to everybody. Today is Sunday, January the 10th. Man, 2021 has started off rough. Don't you guys think? So I taped a few videos today. I taped about 3 videos today, so I'm extremely tired. I was going to go ride my bike first, and then Joe came in and said he can't go. He tired. So we ain't going. I can't say hi to you, whatever the hell your name is, because I can't see what the name. Brian. Brian. Okay. Hi, Brian. Let me see what this one to say. I know. Belize. All right, Stacy. Hi, Lorna. Happy New Year to you too. Rick, let me ask a question. How long into the brand new year do you guys still wish people Happy New Year? Okay, Richard, if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. That's how you guys use the wrench. All right. Me personally, I think I go to the end of January. Like if you're somebody I haven't seen since the new year started, and then I see you between the 1st of January and the end of January, I'll still say Happy New Year to you. And after that, I'm done. What do you guys do? You got the reference, right? 27 Ab? Okay. That's a good damn movie, Richard. You ain't lying. You ain't never lied on that one. It was a good movie. Those movies have a point in it where I lose it and there's no coming back for me because I start to laugh until I get an asthma attack. You do the same? Okay. Until the end? All right. You do it after January 2, Sandra. You do it. How many people go all the way to Valentine's Day telling people Happy New Year if you haven't seen them? You know, although when it comes to Jada's boss and her crew, when they come back, if it's March or April, we will be wishing them a Happy New Year even then. But that's an odd thing because we haven't seen them. You know? All right, so let's discuss the eating plan that I'm on. I'm going to be making a series of videos about the eating plan. Not so many that I'm cramming it down your throat. You know what I mean? But enough that we can have some content because there will be a shift. That's why you see that on the thumbnail. There will be a shift. So let me tell you where I'm at in my brain. Stay towards more, to the end of the hour because we are going to discuss what happened on the 6th and that live that I did a few episodes ago. That's my raw emotions. I'm not going to take that live down because I felt that way. And by the way, the person that said the nasty comment that day and tried to tell me off in an email, she took down her comment. But thank God, Cess was in here and 27 Ab was in here. And I think Carla was in here. And y'all saw what she said. She said what she said. Okay? So she can't go back and delete it like what Ivanka tried to do. But in any case, we're going to discuss other things first before we get to that point. All right? So I started doing YouTube on October the 23rd 2011. So let me tell you why I started doing YouTube. I was writing my first Belizean cookbook. And the first book that I wrote was about my weight issues. I've always had a weight issues. I always say since I was 10, but I found some pictures when I was 10, and I think it's more since I was 12. I think it started when I was 12. It was like pre-pubescent, because I remember my mom took me to the doctor in Belize and said, why is she getting so fat? Because I used to be super skinny. And the doctor was like, we think it's hormonal, but they were thinking it's puberty. But now they're thinking more it's like that fat gene. But we're not going to let that be our excuse, right? I used to those dates. Oh, that's a great idea. Rich, thank you for that idea. Remind me of that, okay? I'm probably do a recipe on that. Okay, so I wrote the first book, and it was about my weight loss and my weight gain. And I had figured out somewhat of an eating plan that I made up myself by pulling from other plans that I have tried. And I lost a lot of weight on it. And I wrote a book about it. And that's my first book. Not telling you the name of the book because I don't want you to go buy it nowheres, because of the fact that I don't make no money off of it. I've tried two different, they're not publishers because I'm the publisher of the book. They're the distributors. They make the book for me and they distribute it. And both of them are crooks. The Ex Libris, the first company that I went with, they literally send me $1.02 for the year. And they have the nerve to 1099 me on that. Can you believe? Is your sister in here? The haters will hate, stay focused. Oh, sis, I got you. I would have got it anyway if you said sus. I know what you're saying. Yeah, so I started because I wrote that first book, and I only sold about 40 books from that first book. But that's just from friends and family that wanted to support me. And then I decided to write the Belizean cookbook, and the Belizean cookbook didn't really have anything to do with that book because a lot of Belizean food is not, for dieting, right? Some of it is, but a lot of it is not. So then when I was writing that book, my mom was against me. Can we just be real? My mom was for me for the first book. She gave me like $1,000 to do the first book because that's what you needed to pay Ex Libris at the time, yada, yada. And she was my staunchest supporter until I went into the cookbook, and then she didn't support me. And she was so against it that I couldn't speak to her about it. Like when I was typing up recipes all day and she would say, what did you do today? I couldn't tell her what I did, because if I told her I was writing on that book, I was working on that book, she would have cussed me out. And her reasoning behind it is that she didn't want any Belizean person to get her recipes. Her recipes had been handed down through time in our. I mean, my aunt Eileen, my mom's aunt, could cook so good that when I went to Belize in 2013, I went to Bridgette to eat. I looked at my Uncle Roger and said, this dinner tastes like my aunt Eileen cooked it. And then he says, I have a surprise for you. And he sent for the cook, and the cook came on, and it was our cousin, my aunt Eileen's niece, her brother's daughter. I'm like, damn, it's in the family though. Hi, Ramadana. So my mom did not want to give me the recipe. She did not want me to write a recipe book. She said, then Bloody Cruffina deserve none of a weak recipe because then cook lone madaras. She said it like that. All right. You guys could figure out what she said. So anyways, I still pressed on. I did it. And then right when I was going to release it, I told her the name. She didn't like the name of the book. She did not want me to name it Beans and Rice and Jesus Christ, even though I explained to her that it was a joke, that, whenever times were hard in here and we would say, what are we eating? Well, we always have beans and rice in a Belizean person's home, but sometimes you don't have meat. So Jesus would have been the meat. And she did not like it. She thought it was blasphemy. She didn't like the name. But then I published the book, and she still came up with some money. Isn't that just like a mom, though? She came up with some money to help me name the book. And then when the book came out and she saw the forward and everything, all the props I gave her and stuff like that, oh, she was so proud. She was so proud, and she started to promote it. And every time I would buy 50 books to sell, she would buy 25 off of my hand so she could sell. She was really giving them away to people. So anyways, when the book was coming out, I told her I'm going to start doing a show on YouTube because of the fact that I need a way to market the books. So the YouTube show was always going to be the second thing I did. You know how they say in marketing, nobody buys a drill because they want a drill? Like, we gave Joe a drill for his Christmas gift. You buy a drill because you need to make a hole, right? Well, I didn't start YouTube because I wanted to do YouTube. I started because I wanted to sell books. Can we just be real? I've never been dishonest with you guys. And it's been 9 years, and I've had a lot of happiness and joy through doing these recipes and doing these videos and learning new things and buying new camera and upgrading these lights and da da da. I've had a lot of joy in that. But in 9 years, I haven't taken. I miss mommy too, huh, Sandra? I did a video. Remind me where I am, somebody. In 9 years, I haven't taken a vacation. Remind me that's where I'm at. I did a video from the Tahoe because Joe was out there doing his little trucks and stuff, and the thing was too noisy. And I started to talk about what Sherry Shepherd did for me when my mom was dying, and I didn't even know Sherry Shepherd, and I teared up. I didn't bawl, but I teared up, and I'm gonna leave it in. Most of the time, I cut those parts out, but I'm gonna leave it in because it was a genuine emotion that I went through, and it just hit me about how much I miss my mom. I really miss my mom, for better or worse. My mom wasn't perfect. Nobody is perfect. But I miss my mom because she was like my staunchest supporter. We only had that one time when I was doing the first book where she didn't support me. But the minute the book was getting ready to be published, she came through. She came through. And she gave me the recipes to put in there. I always say I stole it, but she gave it to me. And then she went to Belize, and she got all of my Aunt Grace's recipes because she actually wrote things down. And I have all of that to do a book in the future. And she goes, take this and be blessed with this. And then before she died in 2015, she put me in the newspaper. She took out a $400 full page thing like this to write up a story about me. And that was her Christmas gift to me, 2015. And that was the last Christmas. I mean, she did everything she could do before she left this earth to make me succeed. And I want you guys to know that everything that you need to be successful is already in your life. It's just awakening. It's just awaiting your recognition of it. You got to recognize what you have, to know, the next step that you have to take to be successful. And I'm speaking to me about that too. I'm preaching to the choir right now. So back to not taking a vacation. I haven't taken one vacation since I started doing YouTube. Because even though I went to Belize in 2013 on an 8-day vacation, it was a working vacation because I had to go be on TV. I went on radio, on the newspaper. Pretty much I did everything to promote the show when I went there. And so the kids were upset for the first 3 days because it was a lot of working that I was getting done. And they just sat in the house and waited, poor babies. But they understood. And then when my mom died, I took off, I want to say like a month from the cooking page, but I had videos in queue because I used to have videos in queue. Like I used to record 2 weeks in advance and have videos in queue. And so you guys didn't realize that I took off a whole month, but I was still doing the vlog at Babs Bear Talk, the one that's demonetized because I don't have enough views. I was still putting vlogs there. So I didn't really take any time off when mommy died. And so I think I've kind of hit this point in my life. Since October, I've been having these thoughts go through my brain. I've hit this point in my life where I'm tired. And I don't know that a vacation alone would do it for me. You know what I mean? When you're a YouTube content creator, and I'm not talking about Facebook because this video not going to be on Facebook. When you're a YouTube content creator, you don't get vacations. If you work a regular job for the man, you get time off, you get your weekends off, you get, some people work, and they get Sunday and Monday off, and you get a week off here and 4 weeks off there. I don't get that privilege because if I take time off, everybody will leave my channel. Nobody is faithful anymore, to who they say they're faithful to, except for the few of you that are in here. And some people who missed the live, like Brenda. Where Brenda at? Where Brenda at? Brenda probably doing her TikTok. Brenda's faithful. There's other people that didn't get the notification that are faithful. Or maybe they're eating. You know what I mean? It's 6 o'clock you guys' time. So I started to ask myself, well, do you need a vacation? Is that what you need? And then I started to think about it. I'm like, no, because I like making videos. I don't get tired of making videos. I'm getting tired of making food videos, like cooking tutorials. So I went to go assess all my analytics and everything. And you guys want to know something? The videos that I put at my second page, Bear Pantry Talk, when a review really starts to grow legs and take off, or an unboxing takes off, I make more money there than I make on my cooking page if you really go to look at the videos and what I'm making. It's not that the amount is more, because I have more videos at the cooking page. It's that I'm getting more views at my second channel. And I don't have a backup channel. I received that, Iali. I received that. I hope I said your name right. Ilali. Yeah. So I'm not going to abandon this page and just go to the second page. No, but I'm looking at the analytics to see what's going on. And I think for the most part, people like things like that. They like unboxings because I watch a lot of unboxings, especially when I'm going to buy something. And these unboxings have come in handy for me because a lot of the times I'll buy these appliances and stuff, and then I don't know what came with it. And I'm like, didn't a little stick thing come here? What about a serving thing? And then the kids are like, no, we didn't see that. And then I go back and look at my unboxing and go, see, you lie. You lost my thing right here. This. So those videos do better than the cooking videos. The only reason I make more money at the cooking page is because I have 1,200 videos there versus maybe like 200 at the other page. You know what I mean? So I really have to continue building out that page. That's the first thing that I came up with. And I brainstorm when I go ride on the bike. And you guys feel free to put in your 2 cents in this part of the conversation that we're having, okay? Because I'm truly asking you from my heart, you know, if I'm on the right path. I say there will be a shift. There will be a pivot. You know, I was watching this YouTuber the other night. He's called Larry Reed Live. He's a preacher, or he used to pastor a church for 20 years. And then he put his church online. And I guess all the happenings happen in his Patreon. But I can't afford $144 a year for Patreon. I just can't. And I really and truly thank the people who are in my Patreon because you guys are amazing. But he had on a bishop the other day. And the bishop was talking about once upon a time in the Bible days, man did not used to get his water from the cloud because it never used to rain. Before Noah's day, it didn't rain. The water came up from rocks and creeks and whatever. I don't know. God put it there, right? And then that's why when Noah was building the ark, a lot of people laughed at him and said he was drunk because they're like, what? Water is going to come from the sky? From where? That's never happened before. That dude is on something, right? So then when the rain came and the flood and everything, man started to get his water from the cloud. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the super. Let me put some of your stuff up here. Thank you for the super chat. You're amazing. Thank you. God bless you. So anyways, he says that if you go back to brick and mortar, remember the business we had, the bottle printing business? That's brick and mortar, right? Because we had to go there to that building, to the warehouse. And you don't stay on click and order, you're going to be left behind in the dirt. I was like, oh my God, I need to put that on a shirt. No more brick and mortar. It's click and order. But he might sue me because that's his thing. And props to the bishop. I forget his name that came up with that. And he says, once upon a time, man used to get money from his footprint. But now man's getting money from his fingerprints. You guys get it? So that tells me that the thoughts that I've been having to do a pivot on my show might be the right thing. Now, Barbara did not say she's not going to do the Bear Pantry show. Barbara did not say she's not going to do cooking videos. Okay? Listen very carefully. I'm going to be making some changes. One, to the way that I edit the videos, because I've tried everything. I've tried to where you see my face at the end and you just see my hands doing things in between. And then I do a voiceover. And then you see my face at the end. I've tried that way. Some YouTubers, that's all you see. One Pot Chef, you see him at the beginning, and then you see him, his hands do everything, and you see him at the end. Then what's the other guy? I forget his name. The one that talks, you know, kind of funny. What's his name? I'll think about it. An older man. You don't see him at all. You just see his fat hands, and sometimes you see his fat belly. You don't see him at all. And then Divas Can Cook. You don't see her. She don't show her face at all. What's the other one? Cooking with Carolyn. Sometimes she'll put her face on camera for the beginning and the end, and she'll be sitting on her couch for the beginning and the end, and then you go take you into your kitchen where you only see her hands. I've done editing to where I have one camera on my face and one on my hands, and I do cutaways. The people don't like that at all. I used to love doing that kind of editing, but my viewers don't like it. They've made it very clear. We don't like that. We want to see the camera pan and come up on your face. And so I don't edit like that anymore. And then when Facebook invited me to come to the platform, they told me to make my videos be less than 10 minutes long, 5 to 8 minutes. And this is since 2018, they've told me to do that. And to do them like a tutorial, because that's what Chef Ramsay does. And that's what I do. That's what I did. And the videos didn't really do well. Those videos are really, really good, though. I went back to check those videos. They're really highly edited. I sound like a legit announcer. I have to say I sound like a legit announcer because I was really doing it. See, Ariana, thank you for that. Thank you. And you know what? I don't think I can stop showing my face. You know why? My face is my brand now. You know, from doing the assessment and everything that I'm doing with these classes that I'm taking, my face is my brand. You know, so it's not just my little dragonfly that's my brand. Remember, it used to be a little pantry that was my brand. Now it's a little dragonfly because that's what I love. See, I love everything dragonfly. Even when you buy a book from me through YouTube, the receipt will say August Dragonfly Marketing, because that's what I was going to name the company, but I changed. And so I can't change it at PayPal. It's stuck there. August mean royal. Royal Dragonfly Marketing. That's what the company was called. Thank you, Ariana. So the way that I edit the videos, definitely I'm going to do, instead of like see my face at the beginning, my face at the end, and narration, voiceover in the middle, I'm going to do some narration. I don't know who the hell the bid now. You guys will hear the water back there. Thanks, Sess. So how is narration different than voiceover? Voiceover means I plug this into the computer and I sit here and I just talk as I watch the video go by and I tell you what I'm doing. And that's very hard to do to a degree. You know why? I can't talk in the past tense when I'm doing that because I'm pretending like I'm actually doing the thing right then and there when I'm talking, but I'm not. I've already done the thing and now I'm talking and I can't say, this is what I did. And I did this and I did that. Although some YouTubers do that, but they don't know the rules about that. You know, when I took my classes, because I have a degree in radio broadcasting and I have a certificate in television broadcasting. So when you're taking the broadcasting, they'll tell you stuff like, you know, you either have your whole face in the camera or your whole body, but you can't have a piece. Like I can't go off site like this and just have a little piece of me like that. You can't do that, right? Thank you. Thank you, Ilali. Thank you so much for your participation. This is really helping me see some things clearly because like I was telling a good friend last night that I'm not depressed. You know, when I'm thinking these things through, I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I'm just done. I'm just done. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you, Sandra, darling.
I'll be back.
We're going.
And I'll have breakfast again. To get glue.
A glue? Kira mask.
Oh, fast. Well, I want fast one very fast.
Okay, baby. So I'm going to be doing some narration and see how it goes. Anything that I try for 21 days. If it's not working, we're going to switch back, right? So like for the last video I put up with the Danielle fast, that's a narration. That's not a voiceover. Some voiceovers are in the middle, but it was pretty much a narration. Divas can cook. I can't find any with the same number of subscribers and she doesn't show her face. Look at my YouTube and besides you, everyone is white with blue. Oh my God. And she doesn't show her face though, right? She married to a white dude too. She got some pretty babies. Anyway, the video that I put up this morning, I recycled one of my older Danielle Fast videos and I sat and I talked in between. That's narration. I have some voiceover in the middle because I wanted it to go fast. And I'm still finding my way. The videos are going to be 5 minutes long, 5 to 7 minutes long. Some might be a little bit longer. These live events are going to be at least an hour. Mukbangs, when I start taping those again, will be at least 20, 23 minutes. Maybe a half hour. But for the most part, the other videos are going to be like in series, because that's what they're telling us, that if you really want, you know, to get people to your channel, people like to watch a series. So like I have a series of 3 videos that's going to come up. And the first one is called the 5 things I think I did wrong when starting to do YouTube. The next one is the 5 things I think I did right. And the next one is 5 things I wish I could change right now. You got me? So that's a series that's going to come up. Boom, boom, boom. In all of those, you're not going to see any cooking per se. You're going to see food because I'm going to talk about the food and stuff like that, but you're not going to see cooking. So now if it's something that I've done before, because I have 1,222 videos here, what else can I do with chocolate chip cookie right now, right? I'm going to link you to that video so you can go watch that old video, because they're not really all that old either, because a lot of my videos are 2 and 3 years old, the good ones. I'm going to link you to it so you can go watch it, because those videos need to get in the algorithm and get views. Those are evergreen. Hi, Arlette. Let's see what you're saying, babe. I'm from Belize and I use your videos when I need authentic Belizean recipes. I made conch soup for New Year's using your video. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, sweetie pie. Make sure you share, okay? Make sure you share. That's how it goes. And then on top of that, you guys know I'm being ripped off by everybody. All right? I didn't sign no contract with nobody, so it's not like I signed a stupid contract. They just steal my shit. That guy, Ramon Vasquez in Belize, once I get picked up by somebody big, I'm going to sue him. I'm going to do exactly what HBO did and go collect my residuals. Because I've tried to reach out to him and be decent so we could work together, and he just keeps screwing me without lubricant. You know? Oh, thanks, Bridgette. I do. Arlette girl, thank you for saying that. I do. Cess will be the one. Cess is in here. She'll be the one to let you know that I test these recipes. 50 lemtine. That's Cess' favorite word from me. Every time I say 50 lemtine, she busts out laughing until she pees herself. She says, I just love when you say 50 lemtine. I test these recipes 50 lemtine times until I can put them out there, because I'm not going to put no tasty recipe. You know Tasty, the other YouTube place, right? The other YouTube channel. They're owned by BuzzFeed. Chef John is the guy I'm thinking about with the fat hands and the big belly. And I'm telling you, my stuff, when it's out there, I've tried it. Believe you me, I've tried it. Okay? So that's one series you're going to see. Some people are going to get pissed when I put up a series like that, but it is going to be what it is because those videos bring in money. It does, right? Says don't waste no damn ingredients. So I have another series that I just recorded today. I enjoyed recording it. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy editing because I use 3 cameras. Count them, 3 cameras. But I said, what's in the pantry? And I don't know what the hell was in my pantry. Could have been a roach up in there, girl. But I went ahead and I put the camera inside the pantry so we could look out. One was on the toaster oven. One was over here. And I took everything out the pantry. And then I realized that I have a lot of pantries in this house. And I needed to go and clean out all of them. You just can't clean one. You have to clean all 3. I have a little cabinet in the laundry room that's a pantry. And I have another locker in the garage where 2 shelves on the bottom is a pantry. Then I have spots for the flour. Because being that I do a whole show, I will push the book. We will continue pushing the book the whole time. Matter of fact, the series that I did about cleaning out the pantry is going to be called The Pantry Laid Bare, just like the book. Jory came up with that name. That's what I'm doing different too now. Usually I'll get up and make a video and then try to name it after. Now I'm naming my videos beforehand, and then I'm making the storyline match the title. Okay? And for my people that follow me closely, you might see some shocking titles come up, but they're never going to be really truly clickbait. Whatever is in there in the title is going to be in the video. But don't panic, because if something is wrong with me, I'm going to come tell you first, or I'll put it in the community feed. Oh my God, that's gonna make me cry, because you know what? I have a gentleman, Mr. Ray. I don't know if Mr. Ray watches all my videos, but I gifted him one of my cookbooks back in 2018, and he does not stop promoting me. And a friend of his called and said he was talking about how he could cook now, and I know him forever, and he never was able to cook. And I said, how can you cook now? And then he said he's cooking from your book, and so I have to buy your book. I'm like, that's a blessing right there. Yeah, I'm going to create new cookbooks this year. I'm hoping to do 2 books this year. And I think one of them was going to be like all desserts at first, cakes and puddings and stuff. I don't know where my head is at with that right now, so don't hold me to this. But I'm really thinking that the next book out might be a book of the healthy options that I'm eating on the new plan that I'm on. Hi, Ascari. Hi, Cicely. You know, Cicely, I'm glad that you tried the recipe, because you know I get dragged for the dukuno recipe because they want me to grate the thing off the corn cob like this. I'm like, you want to cook over fire hot too? If for real, you want to go wash on the scrub board? What the hell? This makes it easy. Open the thing from the can. It's still corn. They flashed, freeze it or whatever and put it in the thingy. So, yeah. So it's still going to be food content. But I don't know that I'm going to do a lot of food tutorials for a little bit. Let me just try to do a pivot And you know, that word pivot, I kept telling Joe when I was on the bike, I said, I got to do a pivot. I don't want to do like a full 180, but a pivot. I got to do something that's going to bring the viewers in, because I don't know how come some people do cooking content and they're so lucky to have so many viewers. Maybe they just have a supportive type culture, you know, Italian culture. The Black Americans, they do the soul food. They follow those type of people, you know, and, you know, like Laura in the Kitchen has a lot of following, but Laura in the Kitchen doesn't make a lot of money compared to what other people make that does mukbang. Like B Loves, at one point, when you check Social Blade, she was making like $97,000 a month, probably was more, and then drop right down to 37, which for us, that's buku living, but for her, that's a big drop. But she makes money on her sauce, you know, so don't cry for her, Argentina. And I'm not saying that I know what these people make. I'm just like nosing in Social Blade and stuff like that. And then I checked like Laura in the Kitchen, and I think she was up between 10 and 17,000 a month. For her having like a bajillion million people, that's a little bit of money compared to what other people are making. You know what I mean? And I'm not even trying to do that. I'm trying to make $2,000 a month. Amen, somebody. That's all I'm trying to do, is make $2,000 a month. Yes, after I get to that level and I keep it steady, I'd like to make more, because $2,000 a month would pay all my bills along with what Joe makes, so that these kids, if they want to move out, they can move out. And I'm not kicking nobody out. My kids are welcome to stay here because they're good kids. But I'm saying they're getting older. If they want to start their life, I don't want them to feel like they have to be here because they have to help mommy and daddy. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then once I start leveling up above that money, I can start doing giveaways. I can give back rather than you guys have to always give me. I could give back, you know? Hey, Stacey, you finally came in early enough. We're only 31 minutes in. So, the next series, you're going to see me take apart the pantry. You're going to see what we found. And I found some ingredients to do like 4 recipes. So then you're going to see those 4 recipes. You get me? You get me? You feel me? Thank you. Ilali says the 43 people need to give me I can't see the thumbs up in here because it's in StreamYard. But if there's 46 people in this chat, I need to see 46 thumbs up. It's free. It's free to give a video a thumbs up. And the only time I thumbs down a video is when they're like really bashing somebody else and they're being evil about it. And then I thumbs it down. So, yeah. So because I cleaned out the pantry, I'm going to have 3 videos about the pantry. Then you're going to see 4 videos follows that's going to be cooking because I found the ingredients. Hi, Erica. Hi, Erica, darling. Yeah. So, the 3 videos that I did about the 5 things I did right, 5 things I did wrong, 5 things I wish I could change, I really enjoyed making those videos. I ran into a lot of trouble because Joe's making these little trucks, and I don't want to stop him from making the trucks because it's given him such joy, but it's a lot of noise back there, and I have to go, stop, give me a minute, tape. Okay, you go, stop, give me a minute, tape. Jory teaches in his room for his 2 jobs because of the pandemic. Jada teaches in her room. And so it's a lot of like, we have to remember we can't be cussing out here when we're cussing at the news. You know what I mean? You give it a thumbs up already. Thank you, Stacy. Stacy's always good about jumping in and giving it a thumbs up. And Sandra, thank you so much for your donation last night. Man, I want to take a moment to celebrate my sister, Sandra. She's not my blood sister, but she's my sister nevertheless. Sandra will go and work 8, 9, 10 days hard, stand on her feet all day. And then the minute she get a day off, sis, you need anything? And if I don't have a need, I tell her I don't need anything. I'm good. If I need, I'll say I need. And she'll say, what you say? You don't need anything? Okay, I'm still sending you something. I'm like, oh my God. I've been so blessed to know Sandra. Sandra been with me before Mommy died. Everything in my life is measured on June the 7th, 2016. Before Mommy died and since Mommy died. Everything is measured that way. On one of the videos when I was taping inside, Joshua came down the hallway with his towel, like he just took a shower, was going to take a shower, and he saw me and he backed up. I'm leaving that in too. Once upon a time, I'd find a way to rub that out of there. I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving everything in. God bless you. That's why you're so blessed. That's why you're so blessed. How's my grandson doing? My nephew. How's your grandson and my nephew doing? We're talking about a dog, you know. So I got this little card that I put in every envelope. It's my old logo, but I don't care. And at this point, I only had over 60,000 subscribers at YouTube. Now I have over 86,000. And I had over 200,000 followers at YouTube. I have 213 there. On Facebook, I mean, not YouTube, Facebook. I want to get to 100,000 followers because YouTube will give you a plaque, and I think they start helping you. I'm so sick and tired of these people that are doing celebrity gossip and bashing each other, and they're getting to 100,000 when I've been in here toiling for 9 years, buying all this damn food, can't eat half of it, can't give away the next half, and I ain't at 100,000 yet. Come on. He's doing good? Okay. All right. So I think that covers everything about the show, the videos, how you're going to see a little bit of a change. And I want you to be shocked. All right. It is going to still be food content, but I'm not just going to harp on the tutorial part of it because I have enough tutorials here that I can go start making playlists. I'll make a video teaching you guys how to access the tutorials because a lot of people don't know how to do it. You know, you just don't know how to operate YouTube. It's not like I even know. My kids have to show me. I'll do a video teaching the Facebook people how to access the videos there also. And they said another video that does well is that if I open my phone and show you the apps that I use for the niche that I'm in. I don't know what apps I use for the niche that I'm in, but I'm going to look at that. For the other channel, I'll do videos like what's in my bag. You know, people like to see that. And for the I will. For the other videos that I'm doing right now, they're going to be names like the one for the eating plan that I'm on. I'm going to say like eat this instead of that and look what happens. The videos are going to have those names because those are the ones that do well. Okay. So you're going to see some different names for the videos. Don't be shocked. If something is wrong with me or something is wrong with one of my family members, I will come back and tell you through the community feed, or I'll make a video telling you that everything's okay, you know, or something's wrong or whatever. So if you see a shocking title, I'm just doing that so people will click on it and it will get into the YouTube algorithm, but it's never going to be a lie. It's never going to be clickbait. Okay. All right. So then now about the eating plan that I'm on. For the people that are asking, I really and truly can't share the video that they sent me, and I can't share the little booklets because it's proprietary for Kaiser, but I can tell you what I'm eating on the plan. So this morning I had 1 egg over easy cooked in a little bit of butter. It's literally like a teaspoon of butter because no matter what you do, the egg will stick in those pans. And then I had a piece of Killer Dave bread, the one that's 110 calories per slice from Costco, no butter on it, just the egg. And I had half of a small avocado. And that was my breakfast. Okay. And I will have a video up tomorrow. God, I hope I could be done by today, showing you guys the 3 breakfasts that I've been eating for the past month since I've been doing the Healthy Balance program. So what you have to eat is 5+ servings of vegetables, 6 servings of grain for the day, 2 to 3 servings of fruit. What else? Protein. I want to say it's like 5 serving of protein. It's a protein. You eat a protein in every meal that you eat, even if it's a snack. Okay. So this apple is going along with the meal that I just had. So the meal, I had a piece of steak that was about this big, some white rice, which is a 1/3 cup because it fits in that one little part of the plate. And the rest of it was all salad, all non-starchy vegetables. Okay. It's three servings, I believe, of, I'm going to put it below. I'm going to put it. So if I make a mistake with what I'm saying right now, don't hold me to that. Look at what I write below and you're going to know the serving. So I'm going to put the protein, the grain. The grain is also called a carb, but keep in mind that this is also a carb. And they want you to have like 5 servings of carb in every meal. So it's the fruit, the milk. If you're doing a dairy, that's a carb. The actual grain that you're eating is a carb. So 3 to 5, that's 3 there already in that meal, right? So, and some of the vegetables too, even though they're the non-starchy ones, they have a lot of carb in them, like carrots, right? So I'm going to put everything below that I'm eating from the different categories. And if you want to try the program, you can. I'm going to always give you a disclaimer that if you are going to change anything drastically about your eating or your exercise routine, you need to contact your physician first, because you might have underlying things that you know nothing about, that doing a drastic quick change might cause a problem. And if you're on statins because of cholesterol, I don't believe you can eat grapefruit on that. There's different fruits and vegetables you can't eat to go with different medications. So that's why I always have to preface it and say that, even though we're not like starving. All right. So I'm doing this plan, Healthy Balance. It's a 16-week program where we meet weekly. I have to enter a virtual class every Monday at 6 in the evening. So if you're calling me at that hour and I don't answer, that's where I'm at in the class. And then after that, I think once a week, a wellness coach will call me to see how I'm doing. Child, I don't need them. Only when I have question about the food, I need them. They don't need to boost my mentality. I got that boosted. I'm on this quest. I'm going to get to weight that I've never, ever had before in my life. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to be looking super fine doing it because I'm working out. I'm working out. These flappy arms are going to go, girl. So that covers the eating plan. So we're 40 minutes in. We're going to open the floor. Anybody want to come on camera? Anybody want to come on camera and ask a question? Give me a comment. Make sure that you're dressed from the waist above. Make sure that you're not going to come say stupid stuff, because I will like shut you off right away and block you from the channel. So when I did my last live event, somebody got blocked from the channel. And that person used to be in this page for like a year. But every now and again, she would come in and say sly little things that I didn't know what she meant. Like, what the hell does she mean by that? Am I reading a tone into this? Or, am I just being miserable? And then I would ask Cess, and I would ask, Brenda, and they're like, no, girl, that was shade. That was shade. And Sandra, I'm still going to send you the stuff later because I didn't open the laptop yet. I just opened this one. I don't know if a she shed would help me with what all I need to do, because it would have to be song-proofed. I think we're just going to keep working what we have here, but we're going to pay for Streamyard eventually. And I have $25 put towards it already that was given to me by my sweet chemist, my little chemist. I have that set aside, okay, chemist? That's set aside to pay for Streamyard, because I was watching it this month to see if I'm going to go overs on the 20 hours free they give me. That's why you see this little logo up here, right here, because I don't pay for it. It's free. It's $240 a year. So, all right. So let's move on into the last topic that we're going to talk about. What happened on January the 6th? We're going to discuss that. If you're triggered because I'm a Democrat and I don't support Trump, this is the time you need to exit the room, because this is not going to be a debate. We're not debating. We're discussing what we feel, because I feel like we have the right to feel broken and sad and depressed and scared and everything else that other people are feeling and expressing so eloquently. You guys want to see a man express himself? Mike Malloy. Go watch his YouTube, Mike Malloy. Go watch the one that's called Treason Part 1, Part 2, and the other one that followed. And the way he went off, his emotions were raw. I felt it. I just sat there and I was like, man, Mike, I feel what you're saying. I feel like this has nothing to do with politics per se. And this has everything to do with your allegiance to this country. I didn't choose to live here. My parents brought me here. I didn't want to come. I wanted to stay with my grandmother in Belize. But after I got here and I saw what my parents were trying to do for me, that's when I understood that this is a blessing that they gave me. And then I pursued becoming a citizen, and I chose to become a citizen, and I chose to take an oath to this country, renouncing all of the countries, even my own Belize. But Belize allows dual citizenship, so I'm a citizen of both places. Let's see what Seth says. America was very close to experiencing a coup by Dump and his. Yeah. The further away we come from Wednesday, the more angry I've become. I might look a lot calmer today, but I'm more bitterly angry. And I really had to check my emotions, because I started to become angry towards one group of people. And I realized I have such good friends in that group of people. People that are there for me. People that are not like those idiots. So I have to watch what I say. But the last live that I said that I don't think me personally would ever marry a white person, it's not because of racism. It's not because I don't find people of the white race handsome and beautiful and whatever. You know all my crushes are like white men, right? They're like James, what's his name again? Jory, the one from the Blacklist? James Spader? I think James, I can't remember his name now. And Tom Selleck. And who else? Who else I like? John Schneider, used to love him. So that's not the point. The point is, I always feel like if I were married to somebody white, they might lose their mind one of these days and call me a ninja. And I'd be like underneath the prison because I'd be in a rage. That, and if somebody like spits in my face, I'd be in a rage. You know, so I think some people got offended the last time I said that. So I needed to clarify what I meant. All right. It's just the fears that you were raised with. The fears that you were raised with. Now, my kids, they like who they like, and I accept everybody. It says keep an eye. Michelle, Sandra, keep an eye, okay? So those people have been told a lie, just like the people who joined the Jim Jones cult, just like the people who joined all of these cultist religions. I'm not going to name any of them so they could come for me. On where? Sandra, where? Tell me where, boo. Instagram, Facebook, email, text message. I got you. Okay, we're going to talk. I got you. I got you, babe. So, anyways, they were fed a lie. And they were fed the lie over and over again. And I'm talking legit from my heart because I have family members and close friends that was also fed that lie. And I don't know how to bring them back from the brink, and I don't want to. Right? Right? Yeah, they were fed a lie, just like any cult. They were fed a lie. And so, and what these people are good at, the one that's, how are we going to say his name? The Orange Monster. What he's good at is marketing. And he learned that from the churches. He learned that from the evangelical pastors. Mike Malloy doesn't call the Republican Party Republicans anymore. He calls them white fascist Christians. That's his words, not mine. But he learned that from the pastors, and that's what they do. When you go to any of these evangelical churches, when you go to the Catholic or the Episcopal / Anglican church, I don't know about Methodist and Baptist, and I've never been to those churches. But when you go to those type of churches, even the Mormon church, I've been to the Mormon church before for one service because my uncle asked me to go. They were nice. They don't belabor the offering. They don't belabor the offering. They say, offering time, you come up, you put the money, and you leave. When you go to evangelical churches, they belabor it. They lock up the doors. They bring out the big-ass bucket like this. They're going to start telling you to bring your tithe. They're going to tell you they need $1,000. They're going to say, if you don't have the 1,000, you pick up your brother over there and bring 5 and 5. And they do all this stuff, and they know how to, like, they play the music to get you all fired up to release that money. And they have a plan how they do it. And that's what he's learned from these pastors. And that's what he did to these people. He snowed them. You see these people, some of them look crazy. 45. Thank you. Thank you. You look in their eyes. They look vacant. It was scary. It was sad. It was sad to see our fellow citizens, because that's what they are, right? Our fellow citizens. Because I'm calmer today than the other video that I did. They're fellow citizens. And it's so sad to see the crazy in their eyes. And the most painful part is to see how they were handled with kid gloves. And I know in my heart they're going to come back. Lord Cheeto. They're going to come back on Inauguration Day. I wish they would just do the inauguration through Zoom. It worries me because they know they got away with it, that they're going to come back. Right? I'm calm. I'm calm. Seth just sent me a picture today. It's on my phone, so I'm not going to show it. But the supporters, the terrorists, because that's what they are. I don't refer to them as no. That's why the other lady got banned from my room, because she's been with me a year. And she's going to come in and say, all protesters are American patriots. I'm like, what? Like, you want to get punched in the face. So I blocked her from my life. I don't need this. The terrorists had one of the Capitol Police officers down on the ground. And they had, I don't, Seth, what did they have on the man's neck? Was it a sword? They had something on his neck. They were going there to behead people. They had zip-tied handcuffs because they want to kill Pence. Well, I don't care nothing about Pence. I'll be honest with you. They could have followed through on that. I don't care. I care nothing about Mike Pence. Mike Pence is as evil as Donald Trump. Okay, I don't care nothing about him. But still, they wanted to kidnap him because he was second in command. Third in command is Nancy Pelosi. They wanted to harm her. Fourth in command is Chuck. What's his name again? Says he had COVID. Grassley, right? Shanice, you seen it, right? Thank you, Susan. Thank you. So they wanted to go for all of them because, okay, even though I don't like Republicans and I don't care nothing about the Republican lawmakers, a lot of them people up in the old. So if I could have pity for the old, for the age, let me tell you, them people crouching down on these benches and trying to get that gas mask on because they had one that went over their whole head. I don't know if my 54-year-old behind could get down and crouch under nothing right now. We're not talking cooking right now, Eximus. So if you don't like what we're talking, I would exit the page right now. We're not talking cooking right now, but we do have a lot of Belizean food here. So I'm trying to like get myself to the point where I can feel like empathy because I had no empathy. All I had was anger, bitterness, hate, frustration. I saw the girl from MSNBC, Yasmin Vasukian. She was out there. And she says, I don't know what I was afraid of more. The tear gas that was coming at me, the rioters that was coming at me trying to beat me because I'm a journalist, or COVID. You could see a sadness in that girl today. And she's always chipper, you know? They said that some of those lawmakers were trapped in a room hiding out for hours. And somebody in one of the rooms had COVID. Thank you, Suzanne. I'm so glad to see that somebody feels the same way I do. Yeah, he knows what he's doing ever since he entered. It gives you an... I'm telling you, I was home, right? And I had to go to the post office to mail away the books. Thank you for buying the books too, guys, by the way. I have this little bench that I sit on full with books. I just loaded it back up from the boxes I had in the garage. So once I get down to a certain amount of books left, I'm going to order more. But thank you guys so much. And thank you, Ariana, for pushing me not to build a website right now because all my monies would have gone into that damn website. And people are pressing their way to buy the book and they have not been rude about it. They contact me and they're like, how do I buy the book? And when I tell them which way they can pay, you know, if it's Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or Zelle, right away, they pick one. Usually they will have one of the four. They'll pay the money right away. They'll send me the address where the book is supposed to go to, give me instructions if I'm supposed to write something in there, whatever. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been signing all these books. I've been putting little quotes in them and signing them. That's free. I need to reach out to my brand new cousin that I met that lives in Canada. I need to reach out to her. He promotes a lot of hate. And the evangelical preachers, I go back to them. I blame them for everything too. They teach you that God does not subtract and God does not divide, that he only adds and multiply. He makes you better. So how can they serve this man as if he's God? When they say, you can't serve man and God and mammoth or whatever at the same time, which is meaning man. I'm telling you, it gave me anxiety to the point that when I lay down at night, I have to like let out these, like, God, these people got away with it. Not all of them got away because there's this indie artist. I think his name is like Ariel Pink. It's a boy. And his fans recognized him behind his mask at the rally, not at the rioting. I don't know if it was at the rioting. He said he wasn't. But his record label dropped him. I'm like, good. You know, I hate cancel society, but I'm glad there's a cancel society. Then did you see You can't download Parler from your iPhone or your Android. Amazon took it off for the iPhone, and whatever, Google took it off for the Android, because that's where all the hate speech is going on. Another one is Clubhouse. Clubhouse is where all the preachers are acting a fool. They're acting a whole fool in Club, and they're supposed to be men of God, right? So I'm a lot calmer today, but I'm a lot sadder today over the situation, because everybody in this room, I don't care what color you are, you know that if it was brown people like me or black people like the rest of my family, because I'm black like them, I'm just lighter skin, we would have been shot with rubber bullets, with probably real bullets, with the big heavy water hose. I mean, they would have been doing everything. They probably would have shot us with the real bullets, honestly, because that's the whole Capitol. We would not have been able to advance on that place. And they had warning. They said NYPD had warned the Capitol Police. I believe that you're going to find that a lot of Capitol Police was involved. Some of them are innocent. We never say all in here, or never, or always. We never use those words at my show. Some of them were innocent, but a lot of them were in on it. We would have all been dead. We would have been dead. I'm telling you, we would have been dead. So Joe came back. It's sad that, all these people, they got arrested. Some of them got arrested finally, but they're just going to get arrested on, what do you call it, thing like vandalism and trespassing and stuff. They're not going to get arrested on treason and sedition and all that type of stuff that they need to get charged with. And if any of them get charged with a federal crime, he will pardon them before he leaves. That's why he's not quitting. For a moment there, I really thought he was going to quit because he doesn't want to get impeached again, but he's not going to quit. And I'm telling you guys, a lot of bloodshed indeed. They arrested one of the officers. Thank you, Jesus. I'm telling you guys, if you have my personal phone number, because you're on the East Coast, a lot of my viewers are on the East Coast. If you have my personal phone number and something goes down in the middle of the night when you know I'm asleep, let's say it's 6 a.m. your time, but it's 3 my time, right? Right? That's I don't want to call Barbara at 3 her time. Call me. Call me. If I don't answer the phone because I'm dead asleep, hang up the phone and call back again. That usually means it's important. I need to know if he steps down, if he gets evicted with the 25th Amendment, whatever the hell. The impeachment, don't call me on that because that's going to take a while. We already know that's happening. But if he steps down or gets the 25th Amendment, call me. Pence is such an idiot. You think my boss is going to send crazy people to behead me, put my neck in a noose and hang me from a tree on the grounds of the Capitol, and I'm not going to screw him the first opportunity I get? You best believe, girl. Okay, get rid of this asshole right here. I can't. Says get rid of him. Says get rid of him. I can't get into the thing didn't move. Did you get rid of him? Let me know if you got, okay, the thing moved. I could go now. Block user. Okay, I got rid of him. When did this happen, Richard? When did this happen? A lot of them were in on it. Somebody I knew once told me that if you are rich enough to own a plane and you have to fire the pilot, sell the plane. Because you don't know what they did to wreck it and you're up in the air and then you SOL. In this case, I feel like Biden should fire all of them. Fire the Secret Service, fire the Capitol Police. I don't know if he has the power to do all this, but I wouldn't trust nobody except the people that I brought in there with me. Rich got him? Rich got him. Okay. Child, let me tell you, my circle. Remember I told you guys, I don't know if it was in a live or at one of my vlogs, but I told you guys about a dream that I had almost 2 weeks ago where I dreamt that the elder from the church, the one that stays in touch with me, the last time I heard from him was the Monday before Christmas. And he had wished me and my family a Merry Christmas, and I did the same. And I didn't hear from him Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's, nothing. I have not heard from him. But in the interim, I had a dream about him that, we were out somewhere looking at a she shed in the dream, me and Joe, and I came out and I saw him and I go, oh, pretend like we don't see him because he's going to get long-winded and we have to do what we're doing. And he knelt down on his knees and he started to throw up, like rivers of throw up. And when my sister looked it up in King Tut or whatever, it said blessings or whatever. When I looked it up on Google, it said that I have a lot of insincere people in my life that's acting like they're sincere, and that person that I had the dream about has done something to harm me, and they've made a mistake about it, and that person will accuse me of something. So I backed all the way up off of him, because I read my dreams as prophecy. I back all the way up off of him. And some people that kind of exited my life in 2016 have come back through. Some people who exited my life 20 years ago have come back through. I'm like, okay, why? Yeah, I didn't even realize that was the dream till Brenda told me. Hi, Dan. Brenda says, remember the dream. Remember the dream. So she acted like she was sincere, but the whole time she was a low-key racist. I don't want to hear nothing about your mixed Cherokee babies. I don't want to hear about that. And you're not going to come in my room after I tell you there's no debate going on. We're talking to people of like mind. If you want to debate politics, go to somebody else's page. There's no free speech here. Why? Because my business is not a publicly owned business. It's privately owned. But yeah, I have to be very careful as to not just build up anger towards a certain culture, a certain race, just because of what these people did, because I do have blessed people in my life that are there for me, that's reached out to me, that says, not everybody's like this, Yeah, I cross them out. I cross them out. Even if they're on my Facebook. Once you see they say, I voted for President Trump, and if you don't like it, then delete me off your page. Thank you. You're gone. You deleted off my page. To me, this is not about politics. It's about evil versus good, right versus wrong. And I have a lot of conservative friends. And if you think of, at my lifestyle, I'm very conservative. I've been with the one man that I've been with all my life. Not another can say, I know her. Him. That's conservative. We have our 3 babies. Never had an abortion. One spontaneously aborted. That's a miscarriage, right? So if you really think about it, yeah, I'm pretty conservative. But I don't think I'm conservative because I love everybody. Conservatives don't love everybody. I love everybody. Mike Malloy is calling them the white Christian fascists. It's not the Republican Party anymore. But even though if I have conservative thoughts, why should I put it on you? Why should I force you to think that way? And to tell you the truth, I really don't think I'm conservative because, like I said, there's a lot of things that I believe that conservative people don't believe. We're not going to get into all that. But I don't understand why force people into your beliefs. If you belong to a certain church, and I say, oh, props to you, that's what you guys believe. Oh, okay, that's cool. And you tell me, well, Barbara, my church doesn't believe in us eating apples. You think I'm ever going to offer you an apple until you eat it? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to respect that. Even if I think it's stupid that you can't eat apples, I'm going to respect it. I respect other people's belief system, but that doesn't mean I want to be a part of the belief system. I will never, ever, ever belong to another church. My name is still on the roster at that church in Riverside, and I'm to the point where I'm going to call them and say, get my name off of your roster. Don't even try to go for a loan saying, oh, I have this many members, because you don't. I'm not your member. All right? The other church in Texas with the preacher man that used to be on TV, he have me on his roster too because I've donated there before. Get me off your roster. That's going to happen tomorrow. I speak the truth. I'm not going to force you in my beliefs. Hi, B. I figured you were eating or doing your TikTok, darling. Did you see the one where the stupid idiot took a stun gun or whatever with him, and he had it in his pocket, and he stunned his you-know-where over and over and over again accidentally because it's in his pocket or whatever, until he gave himself a heart attack and died? I don't know if that story is true, but I think it is. It was on the news, right? It was on CNN. I think that's funny. I think it's funny. Anybody want to come on and say your 2 cents? This is your opportunity to come say your 2 cents. We don't run this kind of show here. We're essentially about food and whatever else we're doing, but this is something that's happening in real life. And I've built my show around the fact that I talk about things that are happening over the past 9 years, whatever has happened in the world. You know, I've talked about, I'm not going to have a whole show and not talk about the pandemic on my show, right? Because you want to go back to that time when you watch a show and go, oh, that was going on. Okay, that's why that happened. I've always built my show. When my mom was dying, when my mom was sick, I showed you guys that my mom was sick. I showed you that she got better. We did a lot of charity work and gave back a lot to the kids in Belize. And I wanted to come to that point again where I can fly out to Belize with Joe and give to the kids again. I want, these are my goals. It's not just about building up the money in YouTube. It's about making money so I can give back. He died. He died. Yeah, he did. Oh my gosh, 27 Av. Look at this. 27 Av. Oh my God. 27 Av, thank you for being my friend. You were in the room when that little girl came at me sideways. The one in Belize, you know who, Dollop a Daisy. And you always keep me grounded to know that I didn't go crazy that day when I went off, that she deserved it. You preparing supper for the family? I gotta go eat again in a little while. The meals are kind of small, so you're hungry every 3 hours or so. He's such a buzzkill. Stupid. You're stupid. Brenda, did you see the one that I sent you from TikTok with the little boy lip syncing Elizabeth from Knoxville, Tennessee? That was so funny because you had just told me about her and I saw her in a clip and then I saw the little boy and I was like peeing my pants. You guys are horrible. Thank you, Richie. I do give you my stand. And I try not to let it be about politics because, you know, politics is your opinion. Religion is your opinion. But I remember one of my viewers, she said she fell in love with me because I told her that I said one time on the air that I don't believe gay is a sin. And I've never believed that. Ever since we were little, my mom didn't train us up that way. And then she says, oh my God, you know, that's the first person I ever heard say that, you know? So, hi, Deb. I got a message for you on my last video about check my email or whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I show you my mom's sick. In this video that's coming up where I say 5 things I did right. There's an image in there of my mom. And it's a quick image of her with a hat on in the hospital bed. That's one of the last images I have of my mom before she died. There's another one that I had where you just see the bed because I didn't want to put the camera on her. And I never showed it on my vlog when I used to vlog at Babs Bear Talk because it was just too painful. But I put it in this one. I put a little snippet of her funeral with the bagpipes. It was a real touching video. I think you guys are going to like it. Your husband died? What happened? He wasn't sick, right? Deb, I'm waiting to hear what happened. My deepest sympathies to you and the family. May the Lord give you beauty for your ashes. What happened? The last time I heard from you, Deb, you guys were waiting for a COVID test. If any of you tried calling that Google number is not attached to nothing right now. I used to have it on this cell phone right here, but I took it off. I took it off like around Christmas time because I had somebody blown up my phone. I had a troll blowing up my phone. Okay, somebody put this one out. Somebody put him out. Whenever they come and they just say it, the comment have to move up because there's a thing blocking me right here. These unempathetic people have to go. Put him out. Lillian, when you get them, you only got them off of your page. Only the wrenches can take them out of my page completely. But thanks for trying. What I'm going to have to do is put that number back on the phone, Deb. I don't give out my private email because I've done things in the past where it's turned back to bite me in the butt. I don't give out my home address. There's only a few people in this room that has my home address. My wrenches have my home address. And Jermaine is one of my wrenches. That's not in here. Seth got him. We're not dealing with this today. We want to be able to have a place to talk and really lift each other up. Deb, I'm sorry to hear about your husband. I'm going to have to turn the number back on that phone, okay? It's just a matter of going in the computer and hook it back up to it. I took it off because, man, they were blowing up my phone over the Christmas holiday. I mean, people will put you in their phone like that, and then they'll send a blast out to everybody saying Merry Christmas. And I don't know these 100 people that's saying thank you, Merry Christmas. I don't know these people. Why? Why would you tag my number in a blast like that? You know? Ilali Ali. Come back again in one of the other lives and let's get to know you a little bit more. Then I'll see if you can be a moderator, okay? Thank you for asking though. Strangulation of the heart. Deb, did you not tell us that your husband was a frontline worker? What did he do? Was he like a paramedic or X-ray technician, or what did he do? You said he was a frontline worker and he got, I know you guys were waiting on a COVID. That is so sad. So he had some comorbidities that caused him to die because of COVID. This is what we're talking about. This stuff is real. Joe's nephew that recovered, he talked to me one night in Facebook late and he's like, don't get this. Whatever you do, auntie, don't get this. It's horrible. Says God himself, like, pew, lasso his behind. 27 Av, are you still in the room? You were with me on that bike ride the other day, right? I'm going to wait for you to answer. It's hard. Deb, did you guys already have the service? Your granddad has it? Did they give him the steroids? Because sometimes that's the only thing that alleviates anything. It is so scary. Jory's girlfriend, Esther, got the 2 shots already. The first one and the booster. And she's doing well. And where she works, if they say you can bring friends and family to get it because we have so much, we going. We ain't playing around. We going for that shot. When did this happen, Deb? Okay, I just wanted to know that you were on the ride. So when I got to the end and I started to come back, I ended the live event, right? Oh my God. I am so glad I ended that live event because when you hear what happened, you're going to die. Thanks, sis. Catch me if I lose my train of thought, okay? So on the way back, we're coming, right? So we're going west. And so there's 3 people right here walking in front of us in this lane that we're going on. They're in the right lane and we're in the right lane. All right. So in order for me to get past them, I have to either run them over or get off into the left lane. Right. So we're going. And so Joe started to go to the left. and one of the grown adults started to go. They crossed the yellow line and went into the left. So Joe rang his bell, and his bell is like obnoxiously. Is to me, it's not really super loud, but it has an aggressiveness about it. His bell is like ding, ding, ding. I was like, it's kind of like those bells that you ring on the hotel counter when you want to get their attention. Yeah, we'll be praying for Ariana's grandfather. So then when he started to do that to his bell, the person started to move back in front of me. So I stopped with my feet. I wasn't going so fast that I couldn't stop with my feet. So you could hear my feet go shh, stop with my feet, not with the brakes. I mean, I was pulling brakes, but I didn't want the brakes to screech because I didn't want to scare the person. So I rang my bell, but my bell is not obnoxious. My bell is just pretty, like when the postman used to come back in Belize back in the day. That's how my bell sounds, right? So the person, the 3 grown adults, the 2 are over there on the right side of the road. The person turns like this first over her right shoulder, and she saw me, but I had already stopped, right? So she goes, oh, like, you're going to hit me. So she turns that way and she sees Joe, right? And I think she was just afraid that we were both going to run her over and that she was in the way. So instead of like stopping, because we had already stopped, instead of stopping and then pivot her body and go back towards the other 2 adults, she tried to move her right foot, and the traction under her shoes got hung up on the concrete, and she started to fall this way first, like old time movie slow motion fall. And so the husbands, because I realized no, it's a husband and wife and a daughter, the husband's trying to grab her, and when he grabs her, he pushes her on accident. You know when you do that with babies, when they're running away from you, you try to grab them and you push them. And the lady goes forward like slow motion, boom, on her face. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I didn't hurt the lady. I didn't run her over. I got that one that keeps asking stupid questions. Okay, says December results on the 26th and he was gone by the 29th. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to turn the number back on my phone. The number that's in the email. Richard, it was a little Asian family. It was an older Asian lady. I felt so bad. And I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. The daughter's like, she's fine. I don't really think she got injured, thank God. I think she practiced how to fall. She knew how to fall. But the husband was pissed and he screamed at me and he goes, you scare her. I'm like, you better recognize she was in the wrong side of the road, because I'm going to say sorry because she's an older person and I respect you, but you're not going to scream at me, old man, because she was on the wrong side of the damn road. And you better grab her and hold her and walk with her the right way, because I didn't run her over. I stopped. He better recognize, because me, if you know to what? Old to stoop, I'm not too young to peep. That's what these people say. I'm like, what? The lady was nice. The daughter was nice. I checked on her, make sure she was okay. You know, that's the human thing to do, right? The man, he gonna snap at me. I'm like, you don't want to let her wander off into the road? What if another one of these riders were coming on the other side? They would have ran her over because they don't play. But I'm glad you guys didn't have to see that. Poor thing. I felt sorry for her. She is, it's same one card you sent. She is it. Same one card you sent. Yeah, that's the number on the card. But it wasn't attached to my phone. It's just out there hanging in the air because people mess with me on Christmas. I know I haven't seen you in a while, Deb. It's on this card. I can either put it on my landline or this, but I don't have a landline anymore. I gave that up. And this right here, I took it off because too many people were blasting me on Christmas. So, Deb, I don't want to ask too many things public, but you guys have it within means to bury him? And is he going to have to be cremated? You guys have kids? I guess these are things I can ask you on the phone. And let me tell you, Brenda, we have a lot of people ride like avid riders ride on that trail and they go on indecent. When they get into the cross the streets, they'll say clear. I don't listen to them because when they say clear, it's not clear for me, it's clear for them because the cars are coming. I can't maneuver that. You know what I mean? I was really sorry the lady fell, and I apologize, not because I did anything wrong, but because she's an older lady and she fell. And I think she got spooked when she saw me behind her, but I had already stopped completely. And I purposely did not stop with the brakes because I didn't want to scare her. What if I had done my air horn? That's for the coyotes and the dogs. I'm glad that I wasn't live anymore, though. Yeah, everybody be praying for Deb and her family. I don't know too much about Deb except that she lives in Arizona, that she comes in the live all the times, and she's always decent when she comes in the live. Okay? But I know that they were getting tested for COVID, and I guess I didn't realize the husband got the COVID and he passed. Isaiah 61, starting at verse 1, that's what gives you comfort if you have somebody that passed. At least that's what gave me comfort, you know? I didn't do that because I didn't know, you know, like, first of all, I didn't know their age when they were walking ahead of me. And I didn't want to like spook them like that. I only blow the air horn when I see dogs or the coyotes. She said he will be cremated. Thank you for your prayers because I was able to pay for him in full. You were or weren't? Because I'm not unemployed, disabled myself. Your husband had a disabled boy. So you were able to pay for him or you were not? Because we know that cremation costs starting at about $2,400. It's not no $500 like what people tell you. Was your husband a veteran where they could help? Thank you guys for listening to me when I try to talk through what I want to do with the show. And I really hope that the little twists and turns that I could do to the videos are going to take off. You know, not all of them are going to have the cooking tutorial, but we're going to circle right back around. Maybe that week we'll get a cooking tutorial. Richard, that was Joe's attitude. And can I just tell you that after we passed the people, Joe started that stupid church laugh. You know that laughter when you go to church with your grandma or your mom and they say, shut up, and they pinch your ears because you're not supposed to be laughing when the preacher to preach? That's what Joe did. He could not stop laughing. I thought he was going to fall off his bike. And I said, Joe, the lady could have gotten hurt. And goes, I didn't do it. Joe was awful. You guys think Country Joe is sweet? He's not always sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the mom that fell and the daughter was very nice. The dad, he was pissed. I guess he probably got pissed because he didn't feel like he could protect her. Okay. So he was in the armed forces. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. That fall was epic, though. That fall was epic, and I wasn't recording. Why is it when stuff happens, I'm never recording? I know it's one less burden for her that she can pay. Okay, there's 55 people in the room. I need to see 55 likes. I don't, even though I want to get to 100,000 subscribers, I will block you if you're causing distress in my life. If I find you to be a racist, if I find that you're attacking one of my other viewers in here, and please don't lose your mind and attack my mods. Don't lose your mind and attack my mods, because that's where I lose it, because my mods are my true, real friends in real life. They're my true friends. Richard's my friend. Sandra's my friend. Seth's my friend. Brenda's my friend. Jermaine's my friend. Jermaine, and you came in. Please pray for his family. We will, Deb. Deb says, pray for his family. Isn't it always awful when there's a death and you have one family member acting out? Just don't engage them, Shanice. Just ask me, Barbara, did you see that one? And I'll look and find them. I got rid of him already. Jermaine. I know there's a lot of trolls, but I'm getting them. And I know that you guys are probably getting them behind the scene too, but I can't see what you're doing in YouTube because I'm in Streamyard. So I have a thing off to the side here that says put user in timeout or block the user. I only have 2 options. At YouTube, my mods have 4 options. That's normal, Deb. That's normal to cry. That's normal. How long were you guys married? Can I ask? Oh, you know why the trolls are coming in? Because I named the video Stupid People Will Be Blocked. But I named it that because I know the topic we wanted to talk about. And I didn't want to deal with their FS. I was going to block them. Rich, I like your picture. I want to show you guys Joe's cars before we go off. Yeah, I get rid of them. Brenda, because they used to say, don't block nobody. Don't stop them from commenting, even if they're being hateful. No, if you're being hateful, you make me unhappy, you got to go. I think that's why they're coming in. But it's okay. This video will get in the algorithm because of them. Thank you. And we'll get paid on this one. Josh. I don't know if his door is open. I want to show you these cars that Joe's making. They were getting better and better and better. Josh, can you bring Daddy's cars? Let me show them.
Okay.
Be careful. Bring them one at a time if you have to. Get rid of them. You guys, when people are in the room, if you block somebody that check your last comment. 2 months shy of 8 years. I emailed my number. I'm not getting your email. I gotta go check. Maybe it's attached to that stupid number. I gotta go check. All right? Let's get this. Oh, there's no date out of the way. They're looking so good on camera. Look how they look, Josh. Mm-hmm. Let's not advertise them. Let's not advertise them. 2 years short of 8. 2 months shy of 8 years. Oh my God. Okay. This is mine that he made for me first because he didn't think he had money to buy me anything for my anniversary, and he had money on his cash app the whole time. But this worked out to be a really awesome gift because then we put all the money together and we bought that awesome Ninja Foodie. So that worked out. You like that one, Shanice? Let's go through them. So this one, the steering wheel is a little piece of washer or something. And then the stick is a nail. And then he put seats in there. And this one, he didn't like etch up the wheel, right? He painted it and stuff. This is mine. He's going to start signing them on the bottom, like get an engraving pen and put number 1 and sign his name or sign his nickname. You know what Joe's nickname is? You're making a recipe right now, Deb? How can you even cook, girl? Hold on. Let me see what this one says. Giggle says my brother-in-law would love something like that. Really? Aw. He just started making them and he's so I don't know what Joe's problem is, but they're gonna get better and better and better and better and better and more intricate, right? So this one, he just stained this one and it has all this bed area. And then the steering wheel is from wood, but the stick, the Prendle stick is still a nail and it has the little seats in there. And this one has rear view mirror, bumper, and the wheel, he started to put some holes to etch up the wheel. And it has a little bumper in the front here. I know, chemist told me to put it on Etsy. So this is another one. This one, the wheels have a lot of traction. This one has a tire on the back of the thingy. And this is only for 2 people. This one can't fit a lot of people. I guess they're all only for 2 people. And the steering wheel is a little piece of wood. And then the Prendle stick, I call it Prendle stick, park, reverse, neutral, drive. Prendle stick is a nail again. And this time he's cutting out a little grill on this one, you notice. And this one, the windshield, see this one, the windshield is straight up, which is abnormal for a car, right? This one, the windshield is kind of at an angle. This one's at an angle too. But for this one, the windshield is this wood? Yeah, it's a piece of wood. And it has the rear view mirror too, okay? So that's that one. This one, his sister said, please make me one because I'm so proud of you and I want one. He made this monster one. The wheels are double the size of these wheels and it has traction and stuff. And the wheels turn, okay? They turn, they run. This one has a gas canister on the back. See, I tell you, the man going crazy now. Thank you, Deb. I'm going to call you, probably not today because I'm really tired, but I'm going to go search to see if I find the email and your number and I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Because I know today I wouldn't be able to, like, be there for you because I'm, like, super tired from the shows I taped today. It's okay, I'm glad you asked that question, Jermaine. Jada, come here. So this one has a wheel. Jada said it was blue and me and Joe said it was green. Jada, look at this. Jermaine want to know if it's green or blue because the green screen is messing with it.
It's blue.
It's green.
It's blue.
Jada, we're having that argument. So Myrna wanted to put like a bottle of liquor in the back of the truck because she thought the truck was big. So all we have is this little liquor right here, okay? So the stick now, the drive shaft, is not a nail no more. It's a piece of wood that he whittled out the thing. And can I just tell you, he's getting the wheels from a box spring from a bed that Jada threw out there. You see blue? Jada sees blue. Jory sees blue. Me and Joe see green. I don't know what Joshua sees. But it's kind of see-through because of the green screen. The green screen will be affected with blue and green, by the way. When you click the thing for editing, it'll say blue or green screen. You see blue? It's actually a color that has blue and green mixed. It's kind of like a teal. But most people see the blue, and then me and Joe see the green. I don't know what Joshua sees. They're alcohol. They're 1 barrel. Belize 1 barrel liquor. So then it has a bed in here. So this is his last one. And now he's working on another one for someone special. We ain't gonna call no name because he said if I call the name, he gonna beat me. It's pretty. It's really pretty. 27 hours, he want one. You guys like the monster one? I still love mine. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will be numbering them. And his nickname is Digo. So he might be signing it Digo. Or he might sign it JWG for his name. He's having such joy making these things out there. I kind of figured she was just giving him an opportunity to quit this weekend. But he's not going to quit because he has more people he want to pardon. Nancy ain't playing. She has to. She has no other option. If she doesn't do it, then America looks weak. It's not just that the Democrats look weak. America looks weak. It's like, look what all they did in that country. And they didn't do, imagine the people overseas, right? Look what all they did in that country. And they didn't do nothing to them. But they have the nerve to come tell me about my country. That's like my Uncle Les. I used to love him dearly. But he had some badass kids. Can I just say? My cousin Tim, and Brian, 2 other brothers. They were badass. They were baby kids. He had some bad kids. And every time he wanted to tell me about my kids. And I would say, look, go tend to your own bad raspy. Then don't come tell me about mine. He's never been in his right mind. He's a narcissist. That's a mental illness. Arlette. Arlette, you're not in Belize, man? Susan said, I need to impeach your ass for sure. And it's one count of impeachment. Cicely, can I have Cess, can you throw, I don't know if you're on your phone, if you can throw the way that Cicely can buy the book. If not, I can click it over here too. Just let me know. Which country gonna take him? Russia? Oh, you're in Chicago? He has always been number 2. I'm telling that man crazy. He always been crazy. Isn't narcissism a mental illness? It is, right? It's a form of mental illness. And the bad part is I know somebody who's a narcissist, but the person's smart. This one dumb. He's dumb. Everything he does is what gets him into trouble. The Windy City, I'm telling you, Arlette, that's the Windy City, but because you're in there, it's probably it's breathless. Thank you. Who did the next person ask me the thing? Arlette? No, not Arlette asked me. Who asked me? Cicely. Cicely, see the thing right here? Says put it up, the Cash App, PayPal. Yeah, PayPal.me, Venmo, and Zelle. Got to use my email, barbara.greenwich@yahoo.com. And all the email is small letters, okay? barbara.greenwich@yahoo.com. That's how you buy the book. One book, that's $20. The shipping, that's $5 if you're in America. If you're in Mexico, the shipping is like $15. But if you're any other part of the world, it's $20 because the post office is crazy like that. Yeah. Yeah, his boyfriend and take over there for true. You know, I never understood. I always ask the kids this. I'm like, for these people that are in politics, that because I asked a good friend last night, right? He's 63, and I say, why are these Republicans like this when it comes to women? Because he's like, can you believe that in this country we've never had a female president? I'm like, why is it like that for America? Do they not like women? And he goes, of course, those stupid men don't like women at all because it's been an old boys club and da-da-da-da-da-da. And men have been wrecking things since day one, yada, yada. He was really, giving a bipartisan view of the thing. And I said, so why don't they just like be gay? If you don't like women, then just be gay. It's like, and I know for some people, it's not a choice. Some people have told me it's a choice, but for some people, it's not a choice. They must be pretty bad because I show everybody my grades because I was an A student. I don't know what the trucks are selling for. Chemist told me that on Etsy, they sell little cars. I don't know how big those cars are, though, because these are big. These are like 6 to 8 inches from front to back. So they're not tiny. So we're going to look and see what we can sell them for. We don't want to gouge, but we definitely would like for him to make something for his problem. Hi, Carla, darling. How are you? How are you? Yeah, $20 plus $5 for one book. If you're buying 2 books, it's 20 times 2, 40 plus the shipping 7. And it is going to go media mail because I've tried sending my books first class. I can't send 2 books first class because the 2 books are heavy that right away they jump from media to priority, right? But when it's 1 book, I've tried to send it first class, especially when somebody come and they pay me above and beyond what the book and the shipping is, and they go, the rest is your brata. I'll splurge and send it first class for them, right? The book took 1 month. One book went 1 mile down the street, and it took a month. And by the way, guys, I didn't get my 600 yet. Did you guys get your 600? Yeah, he hates my pen, but that's how they go. My father hates me right now. My father hates me right now. I found a text message from my dad from last year, Christmas 2019, where he says, our relationship has changed, but just know that I will always love you. No, you don't love me if you let Christmas go by, you don't say hello. You let what New Year's Day go by, you don't say hello. Because I never not answer my dad. If he texts me, I answer him. He doesn't like the answer, of course. You know what I mean? So it's like, see, I don't get my 600 yet either. But they're going backwards. In case you didn't know, the people in my life that got theirs 2 weeks after me the last time, they got theirs already. You got yours January 1st. Oh, Richard, we coming over. Richard, we coming over. Richard, we're them type of people. You rich, we coming over. Can I just tell you that I had, Brenda, is it 2 people that come back into my life to talk about money? I know it's one for sure. And he's talking about the fact that, you know, when he exited my life, he made so much money and the Lord told him to come back and bless me because I was good to him as a friend. And he says he never blessed me and he feels like that's why he's broke again. But when he builds up money again, he's going to be sure to bless me. I'm like, you know, I hear that. I don't want to hear that. It took more. See, the people who went last are going first. And the Bible said that. Those who are last will be first and those who are first will be last. I'm not worried about it. I'm eating. I'm eating thanks to my sister Sandra. Joe going to the store tomorrow. We're going to do a grocery. We're going to do stuff like that too. We're going to do grocery hauls. See, it's always going to involve food, but maybe not the cooking tutorial per se. The cooking tutorial, we'll throw that up when it falls into the storyline, okay? Yeah, $25 to Zelle. And the email is barbara.greenwich@yahoo.com. Get it off of the thing Seth put up because I don't want you to spell the Greenwich wrong. And I want you to make sure the dot is in there. Oh, Arlette, I'm so glad that this blessed you because I'm not here to like bash nobody and fight. But I'm not going to like, I don't see why I should keep my opinion to myself when everybody else is talking it on the news. Everybody's discussing how they feel. Ooh, let's see, Sandra. Everybody's discussing how they feel and everybody feel a type of way. Ooh, that looks so good. I'm coming over, Sandra. I'm coming over. Look, yeah. No wonder you look so sexy. She got stuffed chicken breast with spinach and stuff. I am a Christian, but I'm not Christian like the Christians in the people that stormed the Capitol. All right? I'm a Christian. So I'm not going to belong to any church, though. I'm not. Hi, Eileen Silva. When they give money, they forget you. I swears. Okay, this is not time for debate with your religion. Gospel with Stella, you got to go. I don't have time for this. So you're a Christian. This one when they talk somebody else's language, get him out of here too. It has to move up. There's a thing up here that says post a comment that's blocking damn people. Get him out. We don't need these people right here. They haven't subscribed either. Anytime they want to come, so are you a Christian? They want to take me to task about something that I said. All right? And you're not going to get me to disbelieve what I believe because I read the Bible for myself. I've been reading the Bible since 2006. I don't need no preacher to tell me what's in it because I know what's in it. All right? Thank you, darling. Yeah, Jermaine lives in Louisiana. My godmother lives there, Jermaine. So when this thing is over, I'm going to come visit her and I'm going to meet you. You get him. Get him, wrench. Wrench him in the head. Oh, my God. So I'm telling you, if you're feeling a type of way, you have the right to feel that way. Especially if you're brown or black, you have the right to feel that way. Because we have 2 Americas over here. And the white people know that. The white ones that are saying, oh, no, it has nothing to do with color. Even Steve Schmidt said it has everything to do with color. They know that. But they want to tell you, oh, shut up. You know, they're the kind of mothers that my mother wasn't like this because she never beat us. But they have other mothers in Belize where you're crying and they beat you because you're crying. They're like that. And I'm tired of white people tears. I'm tired of it. You don't get to cry tears and talk about, like the woman Gail said, they didn't give me food stamps because I'm white. I'm like, make it make sense, Jesus. 70% of the people on food stamps are white people. So how are you going to say they didn't give you food stamp because you're white? They didn't give you food stamp because you commit fraud or you're above the IRT. If you make too much money that's above the IRT, they won't give it to you. Yeah, see, Carla has a house over there. Valencia, that's the truth. It's privilege. And the people that I have that are white that love me, they know they have a certain amount of privilege. They know they do. And they're like, we know that the color, even me in here, I'm not too much lighter than my family, but when the cops come to the door, they send me. They hide Wenza because she black. They hide Cora because she part black. Because the cops will come in and shoot your dog, right? And they send me to the door. I'm like, why me? Don't send me. They're going to shoot me too. And she trifling. She trifling. And she tried it with me. She really and truly tried it with me. We never said all white people were like that. Them people over there were hillbillies. I told you before, if they brushed their teeth, every one of their teeth would follow because what's holding it together is the dirt. You know, it's like, oh my God, why? Well, good news. Jada's boss reached out to her today. Usually it's the engineer that works for the boss or the girl that does the coordination or one of the other singers that are Jada's co-workers. Those are the people that normally reach out. But her boss reached out to her today and said, don't worry, you're still a part of this team. We're just dying to come back. And we're hoping that by March they get this stuff cleared up over here and over there and we can come back. I think it'll be closer to April. I missed something just now. Erica said, it has been a hidden truth worldwide, never addressed until recently. It's true. It's true. It's true. Girl, please. You see, Cess, you know I didn't read that email, right? The minute she sent me that email and she goes, I want to address this in an email. I don't have time to read your email. And I scroll on where it says, tell Cess to get the hell out of here. I said, you don't attack my mods. No. And I forwarded to Cess and had her read it at 3 a.m, her time. And she's like, what the F? What the F? What the F? Cess was going off. It's true. It's true. It is fear, but we're not here to hold their hands. That's why I say I'm tired of white people tears. Trump got in office because of the fact that white people had grievances. That's why he got in office. And some of the black people were stupid enough to vote for him. Like the pastor of the church I used to go to, I quit the same day. I quit the same day. And no, today I turned him on because I want to hear what he was saying. You know what he was saying? What America needs is Jesus. Trump is not your God. Biden's not even your God. What America needs is Jesus. I said, really? For the past 4 years, Trump was your God. You know what I mean? I was like, these people, they know how to pivot on a dime. Okay, get rid of this asshole out the room. Don't even engage them when they come in. Don't even engage them. My block game is strong today, and I know some of you are wrenching them out too. I just can't see what's going on in YouTube because I'm doing it through StreamYard. Yo, mama. We don't even know those people. You know, they feel like they got away with it because so far they have, but they won't. They won't. You see how many of them are losing their jobs? 25 troops are being checked for how the riot went. Wow. Get them, Sess. I love that it's a wrench here on YouTube. On Facebook, they don't give me nothing like that I can have you guys help me. Facebook sucks. You know, Facebook is only banning him until his time in office is over. Then he can come back on Facebook and Instagram. And I like how his nasty, ratty looking son, DJ TJ, comes on and he's all like, free speech. I'm like, everybody knows that we have free speech, but we can't yell fire in a crowded theater and cause pandemonium and death and maiming and injury when there's not a real fire. Everybody knows that. Troops. Do you mean to say groups? You keep saying troops. Is it troops or groups? Correct it for me, B. I know you're the cook. Yeah, they gotta go. I don't play with them. I'm not gonna like lose my monetization and cuss them. They just gotta go. They're watching quietly. They know their time is done. Yep. 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 And they say never trust a preacher that tells you how to vote, and that's what the preachers are doing nowadays. And never trust a politician that tells you how to pray. That's Ted Cruz. He's like, me and my wife, we lift up the people who got injured and dead. I'm like, you better shut up. Ted Cruz better shut up. It's like, please. Yeah, they do it online. And watch this one I just come into. You guys are watching? Damn thing smell good, yeah. The wood smells good. That's what they wrote. Okay, 25 different troops. What troop, though? But I'm telling you, if I were Biden, I would not trust the Capitol Police. I would not trust the Secret Service. I would not trust DC Police. I wouldn't trust nobody. I would go back to my youth, and I'm gonna get them body from off the streets. That's who would protect me. We're already looking to see who's gonna protect Jada when she takes off, because we're not gonna trust nobody out there. We're gonna trust the people we know now, and that's who's gonna be on her protective detail. Yeah, and you know when they came out there, you see the one that had Nancy Pelosi's lectern. He did not look like that in his mugshot. He looked normal in his mugshot. Out there, he looked crazy. He looked like they smoked up some kind of bad Cali herb the night. It went out there and just lost their shite. I was like, really? You know what? 27 Ave, I used to watch all them people. Not him per se, but I used to watch Joe Osteen. What's the white lady name? Shoot, I wish Joe was here. He remember all of their name. I used to watch the Asian guy, Joseph Prince. The one that said evidence. What's his other name? The crazy black man that adopted a grown man. What's his name? Cleflo. Joe don't say Creflo Dollar. He said Cleflo Dollar. Paula White. I think she came to the church that I attended one time. I used to watch all of them. I used to watch, and I never used to get in my money though, but I used to watch them. And I used to find that I would get upset every time I got off from watching. I never had peace when I watched them. I just felt really worked up and upset. And I was like, something's not right. And I went ahead and stopped watching all of them. There's a Filipino. Oh, shit. You guys see what Richard said? One of the terrorists was a Filipino. Oh, Lord. I used to watch them. I'm not going to lie. I never used to send him my money. Only person that I ever sent money to was Dr. Mike Murdoch, and I sent him money twice. If any believes me, the email, believe you me, we may give him up. Believe you me, we may give him up. I used to watch them, but I would get upset. I can't even watch Joe Osteen no more. And I think it started with the hurricane when he blocked the people from the church. But honestly, I can't stand to see how he grins like a weirdo. You know, and his wife just sits there and they have all this money and the kids have all this money and they got all... No, that pisses me off. Pass the dutchie on the left-hand side. They smoke some bad ganja that night. And they say they're coming back, and they're coming back with their guns. To have... He had the nerve... Let me make it big. He had the nerve to have a Wallace, a Filipino broom. That's how we spotted his... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh. I'll never understand that too, Susan. I'll never understand that. It's like, you know this man. Okay, let's take Omarosa. you know, we met Omarosa in real life, right? At one of Sherry Shepherd's parties. And I'll be honest with you, I had planned to hate Omarosa, and I still can't get past Omarosa. I wouldn't say I don't hate her, but she came to the party. She was very, very friendly, amenable, you know, just everything just come in. And I went by her several times and I go, ah, Omarosa. And I don't want to be mean because it's, you know, it's somebody else's place. But Hope Flood dragged her for filth the whole time she was there, and she took it. She took her lumps. And she said, "You're not going to get back your black card." She goes, "I'm going to give this little clear skin woman here her black card before I give you." I'm like, I was born in my black card. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 23% African. You better recognize. You better set on somewhere. I'm 15% Native. I've been done had my black card. Let's see. Thank you, Urban Girl. Thank you for making it clear. He better turn himself in. He's, you know, the Filipino gonna get him. Get him. Get him. And I don't know how Omarosa stuck with Trump. I know money was involved. She got $880,000 a year. But even like my own dad that is a narcissist, I'm not putting up with his FS. I'm not. That doesn't mean I don't love my dad. He's my dad. He took care of us. He provided, was a good provider. But I don't have to live the rest of my life just being tortured by you because you don't want to address what your issues are and you're doing stupid shit. I'm not going to do it. But Trump's kids, they condone what he's doing because they like the money. They like the money. What Richard say? Lord. The people were throwing their crutches. But the police opened up the thing. They opened up the door. They helped the old lady down the step. They wash out the tear gas out the eyes. Let's see what you're saying about Black Lives Matters. Left a bad taste as a black man. I don't even like them. Well, you know what? The group has, you know, a lot of different people as a part of one umbrella. And I think they're trying to differentiate it from the thuggish part of it. You know what I mean? To the good part. I think it's a young movement, and I think it still need to be defined. But I still understand what it means. That Black Lives Matter. And right now, sometimes white lives. Black lives don't matter to Americans, and white lives don't matter to Americans. Only blue lives, the cops. Yeah, what's up with that, Jermaine? Sis and somebody else in the room had told me that earlier. And what's up with them get a case? I was so worried for when that thing was going on the TV. I was so worried for Nancy and them because they old, and they old people are not supposed to be running and crouching and hiding on the stuff. You know what I mean? Crap, I gotta go feed these dogs. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I'm the one that feeds it. Wednesday lost another pound. She's 95 point something, from 130 down to 95 point something, and we have to get her to under 77. So I'm gonna start giving her less again because I think she got a little bit too much over the Christmas. Yeah, I believe law enforcement helped them. I believe. And then 45 had fired everybody out of the Defense Department and put in loyalists so that when they called for the National Guard, the calls went unanswered. He knew what he was doing. He had it all planned. He should be the first one to get arrested and tried and put in front of the firing squad. Isn't that what they do for treason, firing squad? She's 95 point something. She coming down. The reason the dog, we've never had a fat dog, but the reason the dog got fat is because they didn't like the dog food, and we would put dog food in each of their bowls, and they didn't eat it all day. Till evening, then you would see the dog food missing. It was like, okay, who ate it? We don't know if they ate from their own bowls or what. So we had to go watch the security camera, and we saw that Wednesday was eating 2 bowls and Cora wasn't getting on. That's why she was getting so skinny and Wednesday was getting so fat. So then I started to cook for them, and that's how they're doing better. Let's see what Richard say. Yeah, they opened the gate for them. They did. They act like we don't see that, and we're not supposed to be upset. The people who come in my room, like Gail, that got pissed off, I'm not supposed to be upset. When am I supposed to believe you or my lying eyes? Yeah, it's not the same. That person doesn't understand it. It's not the same. Black Lives Matter is not the same as the black on black crime. You're right, Jermaine. Okay. Call her, Brenda. Call her. Check on them. Check on them. Yeah, they don't understand what the movement's about. And of course, in every movement, you have a few fringe people that are thugs. But the movement is here to protect black people. Some black people say the Black Lives Matter movement only protect black men. It doesn't protect transgendered or black women. No, it's here to protect black and brown people. It's not just, and when I say brown people, I'm covering Belizeans, West Indians, Caribbeans, Filipinos, Asians, Mexicans. That's where brown comes, okay? It covers everybody there. And it's there to protect all of us. It's a young movement. It needs to be worked through to get some of the thugs out, but it needed to be formed because they're killing us at an alarming rate. In an hour and a half, okay, they're doing good. Oh, crap. Jada's taping that. I got to go watch that. You know that Ali want that lady for money, right? You know he wants that woman for her money. But they say she's keeping a secret. Jada thinks she's transgendered. Jada thinks that's a secret. No. That's not what we're saying. Awesome guy, that's not what we're saying. We're saying when the cops do it, because you could have a black cop that kills a black man too, and it matters. We're saying it's the cops when they do that. People under the position of authority. I hope she's right. Jada thinks she's transgendered. Yeah, we don't need to entertain him anymore. We don't got time for the FS today. I'm telling you guys, my wrenches, whop them out. We don't need these people to get me to 100,000. We're going to get to 100,000 with the content we're going to put up. Joseph, come say hello, my darling, so I can end my live. I'm hungry again. I'm ready for my dinner.
Hello, people.
Joe, your hand clean?
Yeah.
Can you show me one of the leap out about make I show you how small I make it? Yeah, he want, he's a whole Trump supporter. He want like he don't understand what we're saying. It's when they're on position of authority and they kill, because even when they killed the homeless white man, remember where his dad was a cop and stuff, I felt sorry for him too. So it's the position of authority. So it's like, oh, it only matters when a white man does a kill. No, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. It matters when the cops kill black people at an alarming rate more than the way they kill white people. See how small the porta bun small? Joe likes his porta bun, but he's on my eating plan.
Hello, Sean.
So we made it small. Country Joe. Jermaine say, hey, Country Joe.
Hello, Jermaine.
They're looking at your stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like my Jeep. I sell liquor also, okay?
Shut up. The police going to come for us. We don't sell no liquor. Ossifer. That's how some Belizean people say officer. Ossifer, we don't sell no liquor. The ATF is not going to come here to look for my license.
What's that black spot behind me?
It's a ghost. It's a ghost that comes in the video all the time. It's mommy. It's mommy. It's because the lighting on the green screen, and then 2 of us are here. It's being trapped between us.
Okay.
At 27 Ave named your shop Joe.
Name my what?
27 Ave named your shop Joe. Richard said if they make it to arrest and prosecution, they won't. They'll get them for Maybe the Filipino one, they'll prosecute him, but they won't prosecute those
You like my Jeep,
hillbillies.
Sandra? I'll get you one.
They will not prosecute the hillbillies, okay? And I don't care who's offended that I said they were hillbillies. They were hillbillies. The liquor, yeah. You starting a new career, babe?
I don't know.
The thing, you know what I like about these things?
I was just playing around, folks.
It's wood from the yard that he's using.
Yeah, but it cost me $5 already. I got to go to Home Depot and buy a piece of 2x4 for $5.
Don't tell the people what your ingredients cost. You won't be able to price the thing.
Well, the labor is cost more than the material.
Oh my God. Do we have stuff to eat, babe?
Huh?
Do we have stuff to eat?
I don't know. Thank you, Jermaine.
What does he know?
Huh?
What do you know? Jory, you have anything to eat?
No.
Jory said no. Yeah, and you know they're going to get more and more intricate. Pretty soon he might have one dashboard thing here that says Prendle.
I could put up, but I'm going to have to stick
Oh
it out.
God, why did I go and tell him that?
No, I
No.
would think about it. You might just dry it up together and then
You need to get any fake mirror and put any mirror. Oh, make me shut up. I
No,
will
yeah,
wake up
okay.
his OCD.
Take some paint, some silver paint,
Uh-huh.
and just paint right here, silver.
Mm-hmm. Okay, babe. Sometimes they all day they put the traction in the wheels.
Yeah, that take time
Mm-hmm.
to put in the grill and all that.
If we
take
didn't have COVID, we should go to a hospital and bless some little boy that don't want no iPad.
time. I know.
Or a girl. Girl can play with trucks too. What's up, Joshy? What are we gonna eat, Josh? Can you make mommy something?
I was about to say, can I make something to eat?
Yeah, can you make me a burger?
Sure.
Are you gonna make a burger?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
But
make
can you make
one
me
for
some
Josh.
fries too? Like you gonna make fries?
Yeah, make
Put some in there for me. I'll eat my burger with a lettuce wrap.
Okay.
Make mine.
Three meats? You know how hard it is to cook 3 meats in that thing?
I don't know who invite him. I thought I asked you first. Hi,
I'm the
Keon.
one go to the store and buy the crop.
I know he's so talented, right? Right? Sandra say you're creative. Carla say, Country Joe, you're the boss man, so talented.
I don't know I could do
Hey,
this stuff,
Keon.
folks, because I was just.
Keon, did you lose some weight? You look skinny. Did you lose a quarantine 15? Add graphite to the wheels to make them even faster. Okay. You guys getting off the chain now with this thing. This man is working on his cash app. How much money you have for your cash app?
I don't even know.
What? You're so rich in a check? You lost a little bit. I can see it, man. Keep it up. Keep it up.
What he was saying I could do with the Jeep.
You cancel Netflix and you have Discovery Plus. Did you need to put Plus? Discovery Plus? Josh, what's Discovery Plus?
I don't know. They just keep coming and coming. I assume it's for the Discovery Channel.
He says he loves it. He's got Discovery Plus and he loves it and cancel Netflix.
They
He work on
coming.
videos Netflix.
I heard that, Keon.
They keep
Keon,
making-
maybe you want to do the eating plan that I'm doing. It's the plate method, healthy balance. And you eat when you're hungry every 2 to 3 hours, but you have to like take a 9-inch plate, cut it in half. 1/2 of the plate is non-starchy vegetables, and then 1/4 of the plate is your grains, and then 1/4 of the plate is your protein. Pretty simple. We're gonna put videos up on it, okay? This is the plan that I'm gonna be on for life. I'm gonna whittle away to nothing. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They're gonna stop me at a healthy weight. It's easy. It's the plate method. It's very easy to do. You're not hungry. Not hungry. I can even eat this powder bun. I made it small. All I have to do is eat it with peanut butter or cheese. I have to offset it with a protein, and I don't eat cheese. So I'm going to do it with peanut butter. And this is like a snack later. Keep looking for the videos, Keon. I'm going to put them mostly here at YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do at Facebook this year. I have not abandoned Facebook, but I
would.
haven't put anything at Facebook either. Joshua said he would abandon Facebook. So Zuckerberg could come back and give me a grant or something. The only time you might see me come back at Facebook is if Zuckerberg give me. They didn't even give nobody no grant. Remember they said fill out for the grant. They don't give nobody no grant. Bunch of cheapo. Anyways, you guys, thanks for being with me. It's 2 hours, but I'm not panicked because today's the 10th and my thing restarts on the 18th. So I'm not panicked about using up all the hours. I love you guys. Thanks for being here with me.
How
Thanks for
about people?
talking. If anybody comes afterwards and put any stupid shit in the comments, I will remove your comment and I will block you. I love the people who are in here. Be encouraged. Keep praying for Joe and Kamala that they stay safe from coronavirus and from assassination. And keep praying for Nancy and Chuck Schumer and all the Democratic Congress people and senators. I don't care about the Republicans one. I'm not even going to lie. We love you too, Lillian and Christine and Suzanne. 135 is your goal. Woohoo! My goal is 142. I've never had that goal before. I always had 150, 142. We'll see what I look like there. Yeah. I don't pretend. Like when I told Gail off, I didn't pretend and go, you have a nice day now and I'll pray for you. No, I'm not going to be praying for you. And I don't wish that you have a nice day. So I don't say stuff. I'm not, what do they call it? What do they call it again? Huh? Two-face is the common word, but the technical medical term, passive-aggressive. I'm not passive-aggressive. If you piss me off and I'm mad at you and I hate you, no, I'm not going to wish that you have a nice day. And I'm not going to be praying for you. Point blank, period. And I'm still a Christian. But that's how God made me. Might have made you different. I love you guys anyways.
Bye, people.
Thanks for all the love, guys. All right? Ending broadcast. Thanks for all the help, moderators. I love you, moderators.